Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? Woo! What a day. I had a good day. Excuse me if I look kind of like, kind of like sweated out just a tad bit. Because I just got through girl track. Had to get my walk in before I laid it down. And it's still 100 and something. I feel like it was 108 today out there. Wasn't no walking, wasn't no walking going on. Nope, none at all. But I did get it in when it cooled down to 96, 97. It still felt like, oh, God. But it felt good to do it. Oh, today our talk is going to be what is causing stress. Oh, and thank you for joining me on my, I want to say, 10th day. Changing the mindset. My color's going in and out. Pay no attention. Just, it's doing this thing today. Yeah, but it's going to be stress. Like, what is stressing us out? A whole lot stressing us out these days. But you know what? I learned how to get by with it is, I tell myself, just don't think. Just don't think. When something comes on my mind, I tell myself, Tina, don't think. Just don't think. Somebody's saying something, and in your mind you want to say something, I have to tell myself, Tina, just don't think. Shh. Tell my mind, be quiet. Don't think. And I just don't think, and it just moves on over. Just don't think. Because this right here is enough to have anybody probably stressed out. Because you don't know what's going on, what's going to happen. Especially with the vote. Please vote. Please vote. So we can change whatever's going on. We is due for a change. I know people are losing their jobs. Stress. No money. Stress. Insurance. Stress. Car, stress. Family issues, stress. Home all day, stress. Kids home all day, stress. Wow! It's just a lot of stress going on. And that is part of what's going on with this walk, too. If you just get out there and start walking and turn you on some music, woo! Let me tell you, it quiet all them thoughts and stuff. Just get into that music and just tell your mind to be quiet and just zone out. And then you come back, you're going to be okay, refreshed. It started. No more thinking about that stuff because that's over. You're just going to have to find out a solution. That's it. Remember, what I said, God said it ain't no bad days. Every day He created is a good day. Only thing changes is what? The situation. So the only thing that's changed now is our situation and whatever we stressed out or whatever I'm stressed. None but the situation. So I have to learn how to deal with the situation, turn it around, reverse it, renew it on my mind. These last 21 days is going to be all that and some. But anyway, I'm going to go on to our reading because I have something interesting tell you about who we studied about today on girltrack.org. We almost at 1 million. Come on, ladies. Harriet Tubman did it for freedom. I know we can do it for our health. Woo, that's important. Health. This will get you be stress-free. Let me tell you what some of the words say. If you hear, this is inspiration that comes on my phone that I share. And I share with you as well. And if the music that you hear in the background is kind of like soothing to me, but it ain't nothing I wrote. And this right here ain't nothing I wrote. It's just inspiration that keeps me going, And it helps me to read it out loud. So I can hear what I'm reading and I can go back and look at this. So the 21 days is for you to be on my journey with me, or you can join a 21-day journey with me. But this is like, almost like doing a diary. You can always go back and reread what you wrote and reread. Okay, this is the situation, and this is how I'm going to come over it, and this is how I'm going to do it. So anyway, let's get on with it. It says, I guess I can see because I ain't got no glasses today. So we're gonna work our way through this because I don't they somewhere. Okay, but it says, what is causing you or I stress? What causes you and I stress? What is the greatest stress factor in your life? I can say in my life. To know how to deal with stress, you must first identify its causes. Let's look at some of the causes that can maybe be causing it. Anxiety. Anxiety is based on uncertainty about the future. Some people are anxious and worried about what will happen to them because they feel they have no control, or we feel sometimes we don't have any control over our lives, particularly about the situation, especially what's going on now. And then you got fear. Many people live in fear because of the stress events and trends that are occurring in the world today. They may experience restlessness, panic attacks, even anguish or fear of what might happen to them, their family members, their jobs or businesses, or concerns. That sounds like what's going on today in the world. Unrealistic expectations. There are many negative circumstances in the life that we can change for the better. And we should, and I should, take action to the remedy. However, if I cannot change my situation, or you can't change your situation or circumstances, but we still keep original expectations for them, then we open up the door for stress. If we keep the original expectation instead of finding a change. Access responsibilities. Still something that's going on today. Whenever we are not willing to either give up access responsibilities or delegate them to others, I have a problem with that one. This can produce chronic stress in our lives. That's like, for example, I have a business and you don't have a lot of people to delegate stuff to, and it seems like you're running it, by yourself. And so that can cause chronic stress because you need people to delegate stuff to. I need you to do this, I need you to do that. So, yep, that's right. There are times when carrying excess responsibility can't be helped, especially during certain seasons of our life. However, overcommitment is often the result of making poor decisions. An inability to say no when asked to do something. Family stress. Family stress. That can be relationships. Family relationships. Family issues. Oh my goodness, isn't that something? Especially being at home, I know, with kids and all day. Yeah, okay. Family relationships can be a major source of stress. Husband, wives often need to navigate difficulties, situation, organization, multiple activities within their household, especially if they have children. Couples may deal with issues like infertility, prolonged illness, loss of a loved one, rebellious children. They may battle over who's in charge of decision making. Wow. Or argue about one spouse seeming empathy in a relationship. Another one is work pressure. In the business world, it is often said that time is money. The lookout can lead employees to be placed under heavy demands, causing them to live in a contagious stress, constant stress. Additional, in today's society, money and consumer products and services often seem to be higher priority than anything else. People go deeper and deeper into debt because the purchase items they can't afford to pay off these items. They have to work more and produce more to generate to pay for them items. That's a cycle. Insufficient sleep. Research indicate that 35% of Americans don't get recommended 7 hours sleep each night. Three quarterly, I apologize, and 3/4 of those who suffer from depression also suffer from the lack of sleep. The Center of Disease Control and Prevention reports lack of sleep can cause heart disease, obesity, diabetes, depression, anxiety, not to mention safety issues like drowsiness and driving and injuries. Insomnia causes stress for people not only because they experience worry and fatigue, but because they are unable to function well during the day, leading to further issues and consequences. And then we have our money issues. Unemployment, which we got going on today, a lack of opportunity to develop new businesses to shake the globe economic recession. The globe indebtedness and generational poverty can contribute to stress. Our standards of living can be affected by any of the above, producing a state of anxiety, even despair. The stress of the stress of trying to meet a chronic financial shortfall can be relentless, exciting, and personal costs. Then you have illness in the family. When someone is suddenly diagnosed with life-threatening illness, such as cancer, heart disease, the whole family is affected. Often, the attention is paid to stress, suffering patients, relatives who have to be strong in order to support the other loved one. If disease is prolonged, the stress is prolonged. And this can affect mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, of all family members. Wow. A dead end situation. Stress can come intense when people face extreme situations which doesn't seem to be the solution, such as personal bankruptcy, broken relationship, terminal illness, death of a loved one, mortal failure, national economics collapse, people left with complexity. They don't know, not knowing what is going to do, what they're going to do, despair, discouragement. It floods the heart because they feel that everything is over for them. Hope in the midst of stress. Talk about it. Even in extreme situation, there is a way out. Damaging cycle of stress. God has the power to heal the emotion, the spiritual wound, strengthen faith, give you hope in becoming devotional. It says me and you can look at such topics like resting in peace. They have different stuff that you can look up, different books talking about peace in the storm, practicing spiritual steps, overcoming stress. It's different things that you can learn about and how to deal with stress. And other people writing stuff that can help as well. things to help you in stress. And one thing that we can remember for tomorrow in our affirmation, God opens a way where there is no way. God opens a way when there is no way, or when it seems like there is no way. God opens a way. And that is something that we can say over and over again. Like tomorrow, if something stresses us out, something bogs us down, hey, there is a way. Because God said, whew, He opens a way when there is no way. Wow. That's a lot, that is coming on with stress, and a lot of things that they say that, we can do about it. Yeah, so I was getting ready to mention that with girltrack.org, a couple of things that, we talked about today, and one of them was Marcus Garvey. Y'all know who he is. Go look him up. I tell you, I ain't gonna tell you everything, but look him up and see what he did, and see what he started 100 years ago. There was a pandemic then. Over 2 million people all over the world died. 100 years later, we have a coronavirus, a pandemic. The same thing that took place when Marcus Garvey stepped in. And there's something that he had an affirmation that he said. There was something that they said too when they say, go back to where you come from. Talking about people of color. Or go back to where you come from. Talking about black and brown folks. But let me tell you something. Marcus Garvey, you know what he said? He said, that's a cry. That was a battle cry for him. Woo, that was a battle cry. Anyway, this is something that, he said. He said, I trust that you and I will so live today as to realize that you and I are masters of our own destinies, masters of our faith. If there is anything you want in this world, it is for you, also I, to strike out with confidence, faith, and self, and reach for it. You know what he said? He said then, as if he talking to us now, he said, I trust that you will so live today as to realize that you are masters of your own destiny, masters of your faith. If there is anything you want in this world, it is for you to strike out with confidence and the faith in itself and reach for it. That was one of his sayings, Wow. And I was going to say, and Marcus Garvey also started something that we're supposed to be doing in the fall. And I didn't know that he started this, but I'm going to tell you, it's a convention that he started. The National or International Convention of Negro Convention. Wow. It was a conference that started. And I know this time that they have it, they're going to name it after Mr. Lewis. Yeah. The convention is going to be named after him. So that's going to be exciting, to see and to go to. It said around about the fall, and then hopefully that the plague is already then gone away, and that's when they want to have this convention. Look everything up, fact check what I'm saying, because that's the only way you learn. Fact check what anybody tells you. Just don't believe it because they said it. Just because they believe it don't make it true. Just because some people think that they know everything, that don't make it so. Fact check. We don't know everything. Facts check. Okay, well, I think that's it for me today. It was a lot of stuff, but stress, how to be stress-free, and one of our things is saying that God has opened. Woo, he's open, and he made a way. He has made a way. Anyway, I'm going to get with y'all tomorrow on my 11th journey. Y'all have a good day. Be well, be safe, mask up. See you. Take care of yourself.